welcome to this episode of Small Bike Stuff. This is my favorite motorcycle in the world, bar none. This is literally it. It's a Honda Raccoon. This is also known as the TB something. I'll throw it on the screen now. This is basically a bike that, the AD02, there you go, it's down on the side. So Honda Raccoon, AD02, 1980, it's about 75 kilograms. It's got the same motor as the MT50, putting out about 6-7 horsepower. So it's a 4-speed manual, or a 5-speed manual actually, 5 whole gears, 1 down, 4 up. And yeah, this came in a red color, a black color, and this limited edition color. So these are factory colors here. So black with the gold pinstriping and then the chrome frame, which is honestly one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen in my life. When I saw this come up for sale in the auctions, when I used to work at this shop here, Adrenalyn Motorcycles, this was one that I fell in love with and I just knew we had to get, and we did. And here I am, a couple of career changes later, still coming back to Adrenalyn, and I'm riding this and filming this today. So let's check out the Honda Raccoon. So the Honda Raccoon engine itself is a MT50 engine basically. You've got your carburetor up there, you've got your large fin single cylinder chrome pipe coming off, and you've got, as you can see there, 1 down, 4 up. So it's a 5-speed. This thing here is capable of, you know, somewhat decent speeds because of the engine size, not the engine size, the gearing and the 2-stroke power. But Honda wasn't known for its 2-strokes. So for me, I get quite excited when there are Honda 2-strokes. Soichiro Honda himself famously hated the sound that 2-strokes made and kind of refused to produce many of them. But, you know, a few did slip through the cracks, and this is one of them here. The NSR 50 is another one, or the NSR series. But yeah, I really like this machine. It kind of looks like a mini chopper, but like a cool chopper. It's got a big 17-inch front wheel. I think there's a 12 or 14-inch wheel on the rear, 14. So yeah, small wheel rear, big wheel front. It's got that chrome frame, nice rear rack. It's just, quite honestly, the perfect bike in my opinion. The chrome doesn't just stop with the frame, you know, even the kickstart is just beautifully polished and nice and shiny as well. A wonderful pipe that's underslung and comes out here. Nice stock limited edition sticker and the Honda Raccoon logo as well. But yeah, that's the engine there, a 50cc full manual, 5-speed, and yeah, I'm a lucky man to even be able to get close to one of these in my lifetime, let alone ride this thing multiple times. I'm very happy. So it's got Shinko tires front and rear. So this is an SR877, and I believe it's a 14-inch tire. So we're looking at, yeah, what are we looking at? 90 by 80, so 90 by 80 by 14, and it's got that kind of cool dual, it's probably a single compound, but it looks like a dual compound. It's kind of like tougher in the middle and more grippy on the sides, because of course, you know, you'd be riding this thing knee down around all the corners. Drum brake on the rear. On the front, it's running a SR898, yep, so it's a 90-17. These are a very common 17-inch road bike tyre we get in New Zealand. One of my favourites. Shinko, made in Korea. I think they got all the tyre moulds from Yokohama back in the day. And yeah, they make some wicked tyres. They also make Golden Boy tyres, which are quite common for off-road use. The guard has 2 mounting positions, so you can mount it higher or lower if you want to, which is pretty cool. But yeah, drum brake, 17-inch, 1.4-inch wide rim, and yeah, a 70-90-17 tyre. So yeah, 17, 14. It's got that wicked kind of stance that, you know, you're looking for. Controls, well, you just got your key there. I think that's been replaced because it came without a key from the auctions in Japan. And you've got a speedometer there with the typical Japanese red, don't go faster than this speed, because 50cc bikes are limited to 35 or 30 kilometers an hour in Japan. Or they're not meant to go faster than that, but obviously a lot of them can and do. This thing here is a speedo that shows 80, but you know, we're a bit sympathetic with the revs. I'm not going to take it right up to 10, but you know, we'll get up to 6 to 8 and do a bit of a top speed run if we can. On this side, we've just got our drum brake here, throttle, and then on this side, we've got a typical 80s Honda switch block. So you've got your clutch on the left, lights on and high and low, off, park, and then normal. And then you've got your turn signal and your horn as well. You've got your shifter there with a little linkage going back to where it needs to. You've got your brake down there on the right hand side and your kickstarter there. So there's not much else to do with the controls. Lighting wise, just typical big square blocky turn signals from the 80s and a nice kind of reflector tail light combo with some cool texture on it, and yeah, it definitely looks the part, if you know what I mean. Look, helmet mount. On the front, the headlight as well. We've got a headlight with a kind of big nice rectangle glass cover, and then we've got our big square turn signals as well, Stanley turn signals. So yeah, Not much in the way of controls, but it's a cool little machine. Modifications. So this thing isn't modified in any way, but it is the modified version of the stock bike from the factory. So it's a limited edition. These either came in just a basic red or a basic black. And this thing here was the limited edition one, which has this chrome frame. And then you've also got the gold pinstriping down the tank as well. And you've also got these limited edition stickers here. We have a rear rack as well, which I think is stock, a helmet mount there, so you can put your helmet mount on the side there. It's even got the old HM logo in there, as you can probably see. But this thing here is quite nice. So yeah, it's a bit weathered. It's been used. I know the tank's been often been repaired because basically you've got your oil filler here and your fuel cap there. I know the tank's been repaired because it sits on its side stand and everything just kind of gathers down here on the bottom left. So I guess the sediment had built up in the tank over time, and yeah, it needed to be repaired. So the tank, I think, has been craftily fixed, but this is how it came out of the factory for sure. Sticker on this side's pretty okay, a little bit of wear, but on the other side, this sticker is quite worn. So yeah, interesting things that are just a bit different. It kind of shows that this has been angled towards the sun or the weather more than anything. And yeah, it's just a cool little machine. Not much else to write home about. I guess it's just time to give it a hoon. First kick. So yeah, that's basically what they sound like. They're a cool machine. I mean, this is the stance of someone my size sitting on the bike. We'll turn it around for you. So yeah, this is how big it is. And your feet sit up here. So that's kind of the stance you're looking at when you're riding. Much cooler than the MB or the MT50. Looks wise anyway. But yeah, shares the same motor, so they've just done a good swapsy and put this motor in a whole bunch of different bikes. I'll turn it off for now and I'll get my gear on and we'll go for a ride. Alright, I'm making a bit of a hash of the gears, but should have enough fuel. We'll go for a hoon. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. The Raccoon's definitely one of the best bikes in the world. Definitely, in my opinion, the best bike Honda ever made. 66.8 kilometers per hour, aka lightning quick. What a wicked little machine. I love it. Oh, and I'm so lucky that it's stalled. My bad. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Small Bike Stuff. I'm going to go ride this for a while. I'll talk to you later. See you next time.